On a bright June afternoon in 2025, as the sun bathed the city of Ahmedabad in golden warmth, 242 souls embarked on a journey. For some, it was the start of a new chapter. For others, a business trip, a family reunion, or simply a routine flight. What no one knew was that this flight would never reach its destination. This is the heartbreaking story of Air India Flight 171, a routine flight that turned into one of the deadliest aviation disasters in Indian history. At 1:38 p.m. IST, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, tail number VKNB, lifted off from the runway bound for London Gatwick. The weather was clear. The skies were calm. The mood? Hopeful. But within just 30 seconds of takeoff, everything changed. Witnesses say the aircraft struggled. It never retracted its landing gear. Its flaps remained deployed. It climbed to only 600 feet, and then the unthinkable. It slammed into the hostel building of BJ Medical College in Meghani Nagar, a bustling neighborhood just beyond the airport's perimeter. Fireball erupted. The impact shook the earth. And in an instant, 241 lives on board were extinguished. On the ground, another 28, including promising young medical students, lost their lives in the wreckage. But from the ashes emerged a miracle. Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, a 40-year-old British national seated near an emergency exit. Disoriented, injured, surrounded by silence and death, he somehow found his way out, and ran. There were bodies all around me. I didn't know where I was. I just ran. I ran for my life. Among those lost were newlyweds, students, doctors, parents, and crew members, like Captain Sumit Sabharwal, just months from retirement, and First Officer Clive Kunder, who had flown countless hours in service. The rescue was swift, but the devastation was overwhelming. Gujarat's emergency forces, NDRF, CRPF, and local hospitals sprang into action. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the injured, met grieving families, and witnessed the haunting scene. What went wrong? Was it mechanical failure? Human error? A bird strike? The investigation, led by India's AIB with help from UK and US agencies, began retrieving black boxes, flight recorders, and evidence from the crash site. Early speculation points to possible landing gear or flap misconfiguration, or a dual-engine failure. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner had a near-perfect safety record until now. This tragedy marked the first fatal hull loss for the aircraft type since its commercial debut in 2011. Ahmedabad mourned not just the loss of passengers, but also its own sons and daughters. Students with dreams, parents with hopes, and families forever torn apart. Why did the Dreamliner fail? Could this have been prevented? Could 241 lives have been saved?